again, you can be once saved, always saved, like Dr. Flowers is, and still not agree with unconditional election, because it has to do with whether God chose you from before the foundation of the world. So you could believe that you can't lose your status of salvation once you're a believer. So it's a matter of how you believe. Unconditional election is Calvinistic, but if perseverance of the saints is not true, or once saved, always saved, if that is false, then unconditional election would not be true. So to me, the debate on Romans 8 is easily sort of understood by continuing to read what Paul says in Romans 11, where he talks to people who are in Christ, that is, they've been made elect through the blood of the covenant and the Messiah. But Romans 11 shows a warning that if you don't continue in God's kindness, you people who have been grafted in, the Gentiles who weren't part of the original covenant, now that the new covenant has come, the Jews, the old covenant believers who didn't receive the Messiah, have been cut off. But they can join if they start to believe. And then he warns the ones who have been grafted in, who do believe on the Messiah, which is clearly how you get saved or become elect in the new covenant. He warns them that if they don't continue in God's kindness, which can be debated and discussed what that looks like or what that means, but clearly whatever it means, it certainly has to mean if you don't continue believing, you would be cut off like the unbelieving Jews. So if you're willing to hear out what else Paul has to say, it's clear that obviously salvation is conditional. You have to remain, which is just a reflection of what Jesus teaches in John 15 or what Paul teaches in many other places, as well as Jesus in many different contexts. So obviously you don't have to affirm unconditional election if you believe you can't lose your salvation. But if it's true that someone could become justified, that is saved from going to hell, if they can potentially lose it, then it is conditional, at least through continued belief or faithfulness is what most people would say historically.